first of all, get into that intro. Okay, get into that intro. I thought my intro was fire, the one I had in the last couple of videos. But this girl named Keita, hey Keita, if you watching this, thank you. She came on my TikTok live and she was asking if she could make me a YouTube intro. And I was like, of course you can, if you would like, you know. But do your thing. And that she did. I see you, sis, and you see me, because you did what you were supposed to do with that intro, did she not? Hey, girl, hey, how y'all doing? How y'all feeling? I'm feeling amazing. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling good, you know. It's time to get into a good little book vloggy vlog. It's been so long, I feel like. I feel like I haven't posted a book vlog in a minute, and I was cranking them hoes back to back, back to back, back to back. But even though I haven't been making any book vlogs, I have been reading. So I'm sorry. Yeah, I've been cheating on y'all, okay? I've been cheating on y'all. I done had a few side pieces, okay, that I didn't tell y'all about. But I'm back. And I'm back better than ever, baby. This book was very a random ass pick. I was just in need of a book. I didn't feel like purchasing a book. Listen, we're getting into a lot of stuff with our home right now, and a lot of stuff costs money, all right? So I'm putting everything into my house and trying my best, okay? Not to spend unnecessary money if I don't have to. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm still gonna have my solo dates. I need that for my sanity, but I don't want to be out here splurging on books when I have a whole library card. I went to the library. I had no idea what I wanted to read, and then while I was at the library, I looked on my Goodreads app, and I just kind of went down the list of the things that I wanted to read, and I just started putting it in the database. Okay, I put all the books that was on my to-read list on Goodreads into the computer database, the library database, okay? And they end up having a book that was on my list called Unfollow Me by Charlotte Duckworth. Y'all know I am a thriller mystery whore. Like, y'all know this about me. I can never stray too far away from like a good thriller or mystery type of vibe. You know what I mean? I can't get away from the woman in the window type of vibe. I can't. Yeah, I decided to get this book from the library, and honestly, it's time for me to return it. I hope I ain't got no late fee, girl. A gripping domestic thriller examining the terrifying depths of our social media obsession. That right there caught me. Because you know it's about to be about some stuff that we can relate to in our present time. Because it's going to be talking about social media obsession. A little too close to home, okay? Let's get back into the synopsis. You can't stop watching her. Violet Young is a hugely popular journalist turned mommy influencer with 3 children, a successful husband, and 1 million subscribers on YouTube who tune in daily to watch her everyday life unfold until the day she's no longer there. But one day she disappears from the online world, her entire social media presence deleted overnight with no explanation. Has she simply decided that bearing her life to all online is no longer a good idea? Or has something more sinister happened to Violet? But do you really know who Violet is? Her fans are obsessed with finding out the truth, but their search quickly reveals a web of lies, betrayal, and shocking consequences. There you go with the synopsis. There you go with the synopsis. Like, I don't know if y'all remember at the like kind of beginning of COVID, this was around the time where everybody started to get into like crime, true crime documentaries. Not mine, because y'all know I've always been a morbid soul. I've always been into like crime documentaries, true crime. Shit, I went to school to be a criminal psychologist. Like, I wanted to talk to the mentally insane. Like, I was into that shit. So I will always deep dive into that. But I feel like a big portion of people started to get into true crime around COVID and that Chris Watts situation. Y'all remember that case about Chris Watts who ended up killing his wife and his 2 kids and got caught literally like the same day, and we all saw it unfold? Like, from the synopsis, it's giving like that, because if you remember, Chris Watts, his wife, was kind of heavy into social media. She was on live all the time. People caught up with her. So I don't know, this synopsis is kind of giving me that, you know, like, the first person I'm going to is the husband. Okay, I already know, but we not too much, not too much, not too much. Y'all already know how we do. We got to take this thing on a couple dates, swoon it a little bit, wine and dine it. I'll come back to you guys and tell you what I think about Unfollow Me by Charlotte Duckworth. Okay, listen. It's early in the morning. I'm looking crazy. I've been sitting on the porch for like 2 hours, drinking coffee and smoking my bleezy. These sunglasses on, because this is just what it's gonna have to give for right now, because your girl looking crazy. Y'all get it, y'all understand, y'all feel me, y'all been there. So y'all know we did some reading. We're reading Unfollow Me by Charlotte Duckworth. Obviously, I have some type of attraction to London, because I don't even be trying, y'all. I don't even be trying, and almost every book I pick up is based in like the UK or London. I don't know why I gravitate towards those books. I don't even be knowing. I already read to you guys the synopsis. I've already taken this book on a date or 2. I'm gonna end up putting the picture of the book right here, so you can always just see the picture of the book while I talk about it. Follow Me is a book that doesn't have traditional chapters, you know, like chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, and so on and so on. This book chapters is in the perspective of 3 different people, okay? And I'm going to tell you about these 3 different people. I'm not going to give you any spoilers, just in case you want to go get the book yourself. So I'm going to be very, very careful about what I choose to say, but I'm going to give you enough to let you know if you should read it or not, okay? You're going to have 4 main characters in this book, okay? You have Violet Young. She is a vlogger, influencer who starts making videos because she was having postpartum depression. Now, after she gets over that, she starts continuing making videos about just how happy she is. She shares all these precious moments, and she shares her beautiful home, and she shares her amazing kids, and she shares her handsome, rich husband, and she shares this with millions and millions of followers, okay? Until one day she vanishes, and so does her social media platforms. And oh my God, what would these people do, especially these 2 particular women that's in this book? What would these 2 women do without seeing Violet every single day? So Lily and Yvonne are 2 of Violet's followers. Now, these aren't your typical followers that just, you know, follow you on social media. They are obsessed. Okay, they are obsessed with Violet and her family and her life. They tune into her stories every single day. they tune into her faithfully. They are super, super obsessed with this family. Now, quickly, and I mean very quickly, I realized Lily and Yvonne, her two followers, was cuckoo. Their obsession is scary. It's not healthy. And in this book, you're not going to get, even though Violet is missing, you're not about to get a detective, you know, come in and save the day type of story. No, you're going to get these followers. These two women are so obsessed with Violet and her family, and they can't let go of the fact that she hasn't posted in some days, that they go out their way to kind of figure out what's going on themselves. It's fucking scary. Like, it's fucking scary. So you have Lily. Lily is 27. She's introverted. She's a mother. She has a little bit of depression, alcoholism, girl. That she doesn't really have an identity of her own or even know who she is. And she doesn't build friendships or relationships outside in reality, in the real world, because she's super obsessed and living through Violet. Lily kind of goes out her way also to figure out what's going on with Violet. Then, mind you, Lily is 27. Now Yvonne is 40 years old. And Yvonne has been trying to have a baby. Like, that's really her storyline. She's been trying to be a mother and have a baby. And she also has this crazy, weird obsession with Violet as well. But hers is just a tad bit different. Like, her obsession with Violet seems a little scary in terms of, like, there's some envy there's some jealousy there. Like, she's kind of, because she don't have kids and she's watching Violet be like this mother to these two amazing kids, it's almost like he loves to watch her but she also hates her at the same time. Like, it gives this weird situation. And I won't get too much into Yvonne, because Yvonne plays a really big part in this book, because Yvonne really do get too close for comfort. Okay, I ain't gonna say too much, but Yvonne, she gets a little too close for comfort, and I wish a follower would. You hear me? You got to be careful, baby, because these followers, you never know. And I wish one of you motherfucking followers saw my lady, my wife, out in these streets and try to get up on her. I wish you would. Just to be clear, I wish you would. Yvonne got a little bit too close for comfort, so I feel like even her envy and her resentment towards Violet stems from different spaces and different places. Like, I don't know, Yvonne is one to keep up on, but you also hear the point of view from Yvonne. And then, of course, you have Henry. Now, Henry is out in these streets looking sad. He ain't really looking as good as he usually would be looking, but he's also ain't giving up the juice. Where is Violet? What happened to Violet? You know what I'm saying? Henry looking a little suspicious as well. He looking a little shady. And of course, like I told you guys when I first read the synopsis, I already got a very Chris Watts vibe from this book when I just read the synopsis. So I'm already off top looking at the husband cray cray. But I would love if it has nothing to do with the husband. I would love that, because I feel like making the corporate the husband seems super, like, predictable. So I'm hoping that even though the husband is looking a little shady, that he's not actually, you know, the person. The book starts off with a letter to Violet from this anonymous, trollish, stalker person. This admirer says something that's just super, super scary, okay? And they say, "I know everything about you, Violet." Imagine getting a letter to your house and it says, "I know everything about you." Like, that's creepy and scary and like a social media nightmare. Like, this book really will show you the obsession that people can have with you over the internet, and how weird it can become, and how connected and attached people come due to these parasocial relationships they have with you just through following you. And it kind of, not gonna lie, reading this book make you want to be even more private on your social media accounts, because it just shows how people can get crazy. Okay, I've even had experiences with people being a little bit crazy over the internet, and that's another story. None of these characters in this book is likable. Not one of them. Probably like the baby who can't talk, but yeah, nobody in here is likable. Everyone looks crazy. And again, I'll get more into how I feel at the end of this and give you guys some like social media disclaimer, because it's really given. Be careful what you share. Don't overshare. And always know there's always people in the background just looking, girl. And they're not always looking with the good eye. Evil eye is out there, so you got to be careful.
Editing Bree here. So there's one little cute little part that I didn't mention about the book that I forgot to add in. But in the book, all between the book, there's like 1 to 2 pages in between these chapters where you go into this forum, and it's given Lipstick Alley. Like, it's the Go Mamas forum. How do you say it? Forum. It's called Go Mamas Forum, and this is basically where the girls come and kiki and chit chat and gossip about Violet and what's going on. And just, it's so cute because you see their username and just seeing how they talk. And it's cute, but it's scary because it reminds you of like Lipstick Alley. If the girls know about Lipstick Alley, I ain't saying I be on there or nothing like that, or what I'm saying, I ain't saying I be on there or nothing like that. But I'm just saying, like, it gives Lipstick Alley like a forum, and it just makes you look at so many things differently. Like, wow,
I'm in the garden. I'm gonna make this very, very quick. The book, I will give the book, I'm not gonna do 5 stars, but out of a 1 out of 10, I'll give this book a solid like 7, which I think is pretty good still. I enjoyed the book. The last clip that y'all seen of me talking about the book really still stands. The ending of the book, I wish the ending of the book had more of a pow factor, more drama, more suspenseful. But honestly, that whole build up of this book kind of led you to almost nothing. The first thing I would say when it comes down to this book is, let's normalize people taking a break from social media due to real life situations without being entitled and crossing boundaries to figure out what's going on and why they haven't been on social media. People overshare on social media so much, and not just overshare, but people post on social media on a day-to-day basis, so much so that if you're gone for like a week, people think something traumatic has happened to you. All actuality, you just want to disconnect, or maybe something is going on in real life. Maybe somebody's passed, maybe a birth is happening, maybe you're doing a cleanse, who knows? But we need to normalize people taking breaks from social media, without it necessarily being something extremely chaotic for it to happen. This book also gives you insight on how parasocial relationships with people over social media can be very unhealthy. It shows you that, be careful what you share, because the internet will piece everything together. And this is the reason why y'all call it gatekeeping, but this is the reason I don't share every nook and cranny of what I'm doing and where I'm at. If there is a place, and I say this all the time and y'all can vouch for me, if there's a place that I frequently eat, frequently drink, like I'm there once or twice a week, this is my spot, more than likely I'm not going to share it on a public platform, because safety. It has nothing to do with, oh my god, you act like you're the only person who can eat there. It's for the public. Anybody can go, then find it. But you're not, no. If I go to a certain place on every Tuesday at 3 o'clock, somebody's going to be there one day. You know what I mean? So you have to be careful. This is why I'm not quick to give house tours. People are so smart and so bored, they'll go on all of these internet platforms and figure out where you live just by the layout of your house. This is why I don't share every nook and cranny and every intimate detail. And this book basically gives you the reason why you shouldn't. It's okay to share highlights, but always remember there can possibly be somebody on the other side of the internet that has this weird obsession with you, and it's not always with a good eye. That's what I get from this book. It just kind of take you on a deep dive how social media obsession could be very real, very dangerous, very intrusive, and you just gotta be careful. That's what this book gave me. Very quick read. Again, when books are done in point of views versus chapters, it makes the reading even more enjoyable to see the perspective of other characters in the book. So it's definitely a quick, fast read. You probably can find it in your library. I want to say this is a psychological thriller, but it's really not. Like, it's not as thriller-ish as I thought, especially due to the ending. But yeah, this book also tells you to mind your motherfucking business. Like, mind your business. Like, please understand that you don't know these people in real life that you follow. You don't know. You don't know what they have going on behind the scenes. You don't know what it's like when they log off or what they got to go through. And give people the grace and the respect to respect their space and their disconnect when they do so. I am done. I am done with this read, and it's time for a new read, and I'm excited about it. Please let me know in the comments below if you are going to read this book, if you have read this book, or if you're reading anything. As y'all can hear, the birds are chirping. And this is really what I love about my yard and my garden. It's full of birds, it's full of nature, it's full of squirrels. I have some baby cats that's under the shed that was born like last week. I don't know, it just feels really, really good in my garden. This is going to be kind of like my little reading nook also. But yeah, another book down, more books to go. Love you guys oh so much. I'm gonna have to give y'all some footage one day of me just in the garden reading, because it really is a vibe, okay? Like, that's what I live for. Putting my robe on, making some coffee, taking my dogs, well, my dogs following me outside to the garden, and just, oh no, okay, and just reading and, you know, getting some chapters in. But anyway, I love you guys so much. You're at thebottom.com, and I will see you guys when I see you guys. Until the next book vlog. Bye bye.